The air was filled with the warm scent of cinnamon and freshly cut pine as I approached my childhood home for our annual Christmas family gathering. The flickering lights adorned the house, casting a cozy glow that betrayed the terror that awaited me inside. As I stepped through the door, the familiar sound of laughter and festive music greeted me. The atmosphere seemed merry, and the twinkling Christmas tree in the corner radiated a comforting glow. Yet, beneath the facade of holiday cheer, something felt off. Something sinister lingered in the air. The family room was adorned with tinsel and stockings, but the shadows danced ominously along the walls. My relatives, clad in holiday sweaters and exchanging gifts, appeared oblivious to the dark undercurrent that whispered to me. I tried to shake off the feeling, attributing it to holiday stress, or perhaps my imagination running wild. The feast was laid out on the dining table, a spread fit for a holiday celebration. But the dishes, though delicious-looking, seemed to mock me with their sinister intent. The turkey's golden skin glistened, but its aroma carried an unsettling undertone. The festive red cranberry sauce appeared almost blood-like under the dim lights. As we gathered around the table, I couldn't help but notice the unnatural hollowness in the eyes of my family members. Their smiles seemed forced, and the joy in their laughter was laced with an unsettling edge. My unease grew, but I dared not voice my concerns and shatter the illusion of a perfect Christmas gathering. As we began to feast, a heaviness settled in the room. The air became stifling and the laughter turned into strained whispers. I observed my family's peculiar behavior, furtive glances, hushed conversations, and a shared sense of anxiety that hung in the air. The warmth of the room began to shift into an oppressive heat. Beads of sweat formed on my forehead as I nervously toyed with the fork in my hand. The room seemed to close in around me, and the flickering candles cast elongated shadows that danced like malevolent spirits. A distant clang echoed from the kitchen, drawing everyone's attention. I exchanged wary glances with my cousin, who mirrored my apprehension. Together, we ventured into the dimly lit hallway, our footsteps drowned by the ominous silence that had enveloped the house. The kitchen, once a haven of delightful aromas and familial comfort, now held a sinister secret. The walls seemed to pulsate with an otherworldly energy, and the air felt thick with foreboding. As we entered, the metallic scent of blood assaulted our senses. Our eyes widened in horror as we beheld a sight that shattered the illusion of a joyful Christmas feast. The once delicious turkey now lay mutilated on the table, its innards splayed across the serving platter. The cranberry sauce had transformed into a macabre pool that surrounded the grotesque centerpiece. Panic set in as we realized the dire truth. Something malevolent had infiltrated our holiday gathering. The festive facade had crumbled, revealing a nightmarish reality that defied all reason. A guttural growl echoed from the shadows, and our hearts raced in terror as we confronted the unthinkable. As we stumbled back into the family room, the once merry atmosphere had given way to a palpable sense of dread. The flickering lights cast grotesque shadows on the walls, and the laughter that had filled the air was replaced by an eerie silence. One by one, the family members succumbed to a dark influence that gripped their minds and bodies. Their eyes glowed with an otherworldly malevolence, and a sinister chant filled the room, a haunting melody that seemed to beckon an ancient malevolent force into our midst. I fled the nightmarish scene, desperately seeking an escape from the terror that had befallen my once joyous Christmas gathering. The halls twisted and turned, and the walls seemed to close in around me, as if the very house itself conspired against my survival. As I burst out into the cold night, the echoes of demonic chants followed me. The house seemed alive with a malevolent energy that sought to claim my soul. I stumbled through the snow, my breath visible in the frigid air, and the distant howls of something inhuman pursued me through the darkness. As I glanced back one final time at the now ominous home, I realized that our Christmas gathering had been a facade for a much darker celebration, one that welcomed ancient, malevolent forces into our midst. The warmth of the holiday had been replaced by a chilling dread that would haunt my nightmares for years to come. And so, the once cherished tradition of our family Christmas gathering became a cautionary tale, a chilling reminder that not all that glitters in the festive glow is pure and innocent. In the darkness that lurks behind the merriment, something unspeakable waits to awaken, turning a joyous occasion into a nightmarish descent into the unknown.